So everything that I just put in, everybody, is correct. After the show stuff is exactly what I'm doing here. And I wanted to be able to share this with you because it becomes equally important that everything I put in that particular way is the way it is for today. So we're going to be doing and going into after the show stuff. Hey, this is important. And I'm going to tell you why. It's important because everything that we talk about sometimes when we're doing the lives is so dang fast, right? So when it's really, really fast, then, I don't know what to tell you. But what I can do is come in after the show and get to some of the highlights. Now, here's one of the first highlights. I'm going to go ahead and put it on screen real quick. I'm going to show you one of the very first highlights that I talk to people about and that I think is very, very powerful because it really helps, right? Watch this. So, and then I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to put in a different virtual background because I don't want anybody paying me on this one right here. I just want you to come on in and listen to this one right here. So I'm going to put in my other background here. All right. So here's one of the things that I talked about, and I think is very, very important that we know. Let me do something real quick. I'll be right back. Close the office door, everybody, and so we can have super concentrated stuff here. So this is powerful. I want to show you this real quick right here. Let me go ahead and share the screen because I love being able to show y'all this part right here, right? So what I talked about inside of the actual show was how we can go to WikiHow. Yeah, here it is. So how we can go to WikiHow and we can find out really cool articles to write based on um, key searched out stuff, right? We put out keywords and we searched them out. Okay, so here it is. One of these begins as how to promote a product. So now what we did was we saw that there's 419,095 people that were literally trying to figure out how to do this. This is important because once you get an understanding of what people are doing, like this right here, what people are doing, it becomes an opportunity for you, right? 419,095 people are searching for this kind of stuff. Gosh, I love this part right here. Let me do something real quick, everybody. So I want to show y'all how we're going to reverse engineer from views back. Okay, so now that we know that we have views here, and that we know that from these views that we can make a determination as to is there traffic by way of views. That's what we're really trying to determine, right? Is there traffic by way of views? All right, so now if we know that there's traffic by way of views, then that gives us a chance to, like I say, reverse engineer in a really important way. So get this, how to promote a product. Look at this. Watch what it tells us. It tells us things you need to know. Social media and email are excellent ways. Now, this is what I'm going to also show y'all, and I'm going to do it in a very unique way. I'm going to show you an even more expanded version of how we then can determine if what is on page made sense. I'm going to use a tool called Harpa, right? So I'm going to go to Harpa, and I'm going to plug the Harpa in. I'm going to say, Harpa, and you can see that, right? Can you see this page? It's probably going to say, no, I can't see the page. And then let's find out what it says. Can yo see this page? Okay, can yo see this page? Can you see this page? So Harper is going to be trying to read what's on the page. I can then directly review it. Okay, there it is. So then I go here and I go, all right, I'm going to try something again. And I'm going to ask it very specific things. I'm going to say, okay, if I were doing an SEO audit, what would the things on page give me opportunities to audit, right? So this is what I wanted to show you. So look at this. It says we're going to use this EEAT. It says here, extract and research SEO words, right? This is from the article here. So I can literally put in this article here and extract words. So this is going a little bit deeper, right? This is after the show and some highlights after the show. So keyword report, I can do that. Topic authority. I can find out what if they know what they're talking about. Meta descriptions from the page itself, right? Landing page structure. I can find out all kind of cool things. But in this case, I just want to find out and I want to see if I can extract the research and keywords from this page. So let's go ahead and click on that. And then I'm going to say, okay, great. Paste the article content up to 3,000 words and symbols. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the page and then I'm going to paste it in here, see if it can do something for me. This is one of the key things, right? We find that it is very well searched out. That's key. Now it's going to give me some information. Look at this. This is fantastic. Now this is extra stuff. Again, this is stuff that I typically show in the courses themselves that I do. And it gives you some really good information. Look at this. It's telling us that LSI keywords, marketing, promotion, advertising, branding, sales. That's what they're talking about, right? Facebook, Twitter is the social media stuff. Newsletter, promotional, email, sign up. Okay, new offers, features, popcorn brand. This is really looking at the whole page, right? But we want to get into specific things. We want to understand here. Okay, we say done here. All right, let's hit command. Let's go off page again. All right, now let's say review. This page is talking about. All right. Talking about it, might not know what that means. Tell me what this page is talking about. Now let's see what happens now. Sometimes I give a few tries before it can really read the page. Okay, now here it is. It's giving us some information here, right? So it's saying, okay, here's what this page is talking about. It says, based on the content provided on the webpage from WikiHow titled 11 Ways to Promote a Product, the page discusses various strategies and methods to promote a product effectively. Okay, now I understand and see that it can read the page. Now remember, we're working from, is there traffic to the page back? Okay, now we ask it this question. We say, okay, based on this, what is missing? What are, say this, what are top keywords? All right, keywords I should try to rank for. All right, now I'm not just asking general stuff for now. I'm going to making sure that it's connecting with the page and seeing the page and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, here it is. It says, based on the content of the page, 11 ways to promote a product on WikiHow, here are some potential keywords you can consider targeting for SEO purposes. Bam, gold right here. This is it. All right, now I want to ask, well, they already, so let's say that they already talk about these. So find some long tail, let's say long tail keywords I can target. All right, are you seeing it? What's some long tail keywords I can target? Let's try that. Aha, this is the magic, y'all. This is the part right here. So now it's saying, okay, based on the content provided, here are some potential long-tail keywords you could target for promoting your product. Effective social media marketing strategies for product promotion. That right there is very specific. Effective social media strategies for product promotion. Now, could you also use that on YouTube? Yes, you can. You can literally go, hey, I want to now put this on YouTube so that YouTube then can pick up product promotion, effective social media. You see what I'm doing here? Social media marketing. These are all good, hot keywords, right? Maximizing customer loyalty, reward programs. If you think about this, is that something that you believe people might search for? Right? Now, I'm going to suggest that heck yeah, it is. Because we can literally, as I talked to you earlier about another search tool, I'm gonna put in some things here. Effective social media strategies, right? And I'm just gonna take this right here, social media marketing strategies. I'm gonna go ahead and Control C that. Go over to this tool that we were talking about earlier in the other broadcast. I'm going to now put that in as a search. I'm going to search for that. Let me double check it here, make sure I got it. Okay, great. I'm going to say social media marketing strategies. Okay. Now we hit search on that. And then look at the magic, y'all. Now, this is the deeper stuff. This is what I go into in the courses. And let me tell you, this right here is key. Social media marketing strategies is a long tail keyword, but it's telling us social media marketing strategies. It's saying to us, these are exactly the words that are being searched out. Watch this, marketing strategies, marketing for social media strategies. Somebody said it differently, same thing. Marketing strategies for social media, marketing strategies. So now if we start thinking about this and we start thinking about it in a very unique way, we then say, wait a minute. What if I said social media marketing strategies for startup entrepreneurs, social media marketing strategies for dentists, social media marketing strategies for, you see what I'm doing is making it very specific. I'm saying here's already something that's being searched out a lot. It's competitive, but we're going to put a long tail keyword in here. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. All right, we're going to put a long tail keyword in here, and we're going to make it work for us. So in this case, we got effective social media marketing strategies. Let's try that. Now that's even a longer tail keyword, and it should give us a chance to do something interesting. So let me go back over here. I'm going to say inside of this, I'm literally going to put effective and see what happens. See if it gives me something even more specific than this one. Okay, so that's effective social media marketing strategy. Okay, great. Because we want it to obviously be effective, and we're just asking an extra word in here. So, right, you see what happens. Effective doesn't get as much, but it does get some. So you then are also putting in something like that. But look what it also does. It tells us some different things. Social media marketing strategy examples. I want those examples. So that right there is 1,300 people are searching for that a month. Okay, great. So I can look down here. Then I'm going to say, wait a minute, what if I put some together? I added some up. What if I said building a social media marketing strategy, and then I use that other technique? Okay. Now, we remember this. We also talked about the SERP analysis. Search engine report positioning. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, so now we've got that. We know that social media marketing strategies was a big one. So what we then do is we take that word here. We go ahead and copy that. We go over to our content assistant. Now, this is this specific tool that I'm using. You can use, if you're using some other stuff, why I like this one is nice, pretty colors and all that kind of stuff, right? The other ones don't give me that. Ahrefs and SEMrush and all that stuff, they don't give me that. So I know it's being searched out. So now I want to look at what might I talk about? What words, what actually additional keywords, LSI words do I need to use to write and rank an article? And then I'm going to go a little bit deeper because this is after the show. I want to highlight stuff, right? It says competition's looking pretty difficult. You're going to have to do some stuff. I'm not writing a 5,000 word article to save my life, all right? ChatGPT and all that, I'm not putting 5,000 words on a page, but I may do something different. First thing first, must have a keyword. So I'm going to use a different strategy. I'm going to have a strategy that combines words, compounds the words. So then in the article itself, I'm going to put it in such a way that I can create an article that has, it's not stuffed, but it has real words said in a way that gets us a better chance because they're combined keywords of ranking, of somebody coming to our website, coming to our landing page, right? Or here's another one that I may do. I may actually use this then to use as my H1 headings. Okay, now here's what this does. This right here says, if you did an article, why don't go ahead and throw it in here, and then we will tell you how many of these words that you got, how many of the must keywords, how many of the related keywords, how much, obviously of total keywords. But I want to go back here, right? I want to go into my SERP analysis, and I want to find out what page is actually talking about this. Look at this. This thing is 8,000. That's a big article. 8,000, but that might be what they call a tentpole article, right? So I may look at it just to get an idea of it, because remember when we were over in Harpa, I can literally go over to Harpa. Let me go ahead and actually copy this, copy the link address. Okay, so copy the link address. Then I'm going to go back over to here where we were in Harpa. And then I'm going to ask that extra question. Remember when we were able to ask a question, a very specific question that says, all right, I want to outrank this article. So I'm going to click on that. Then it's going to say, okay, give me the article. I'm going to pop it in there. And then I'm going to go, see if it can help me, right? See if it can help me outrank this article. Please paste the article, outrank, enter. I put it in already. Let's see if it works for me. All right. So now look at this. This is magic, y'all. And this is the goal. So it tells me if you want to outrank, you have to maybe specifically talk a little differently. Now, look at this. It says you can change the article style using the options below or type custom instructions. I can say add keywords, add external links, table of contents, stuff like that, that then help me really look at this in a specific way. So let's go ahead and play around with some of this. But you see what we got here, right? So now I'm going to take that and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste that onto my Google Docs, right? Because I really want this to, I want to hold this and I want to be able to kind of look at it. And then I'm going to put it into like a Grammarly and check for plagiarism and all that kind of stuff, right? So let's go ahead and plug that in right quick. And we're going to go ahead and put it in here. Right? You see what happened? It's saving it for me. Now I got Grammarly right there, so you can go ahead and plug it in to see if it's plagiarizing anything. But look at this. Comprehensive Guide to Social Media Strategy, leveraging social media. It's telling you what it's talking about, right? It's giving you the headers right here. Now I'm going to obviously change those to H1 headings and all that good stuff. I'm not going to do it right now, but anyway, so I'm going to change these, but then I want to make sure that this stuff is not plagiarized. I want to make sure it's not the same thing that they're talking about. So I may go over and look at it, and then I may put it in a article spinner or something like that, right? Or so many other cool things you could do, right? You could say, hey, listen, I was reading this article. Maybe you're doing in a newsletter and you reference the article and then you put some extra links in. You says, listen, to get more, this, I'm just saying, right? To get more about this, you can find it here. All right, so I'm going to do the old brackets, find it here, and then what you can do, highlight it, put a link in it, right? So if we're going to insert a link, we're going to go do it like this, insert a link. Or guess what? Because this article is already written, you make sure that you are showing people that it wasn't written by you, all that kind of stuff. And now you can have a page full, document full, right? Free, Google Docs, get it? So you can have a whole bunch of pages that got links in them, that have links in them. And once they have links in them, then they read the article, you just combine them. You can put this in a PDF format and then use another service I'm going to talk about in the class itself that you can then compress them and put them in a book kind of way so that people can scroll with their phone or can scroll if you're on their laptops and computers and stuff like that. Then they've got links in there, but it's put in a way, it is packaged. You've taken all the articles, put it in PDF format, and then plug it into this other software, and then it can package it. And you can go out there and make some money. That's what I wanted to show you all. I wanted to really, really quickly do this. But what I would probably do is I would take this article and I would say, rewrite it. I'm going to go over to ChatGPT. And then I'm going to say, hey, GPT, rewrite this article for me. So I'm going to go ahead and say I want a new one. All right. And then it's going to say, what do you want to do? So I may make it into a PDF format, plug it in right here, PDF format. And then what I want you to do is I want you to review this article. Now, because I have GPT-4, I could probably take the whole article, right? I could probably go, okay, Control V, right? I could probably say, okay, cool. Right now it knows this right here, hashtag, that it knows it probably was used by another GPT. So let's see if we can get away with it. Let's see what it says to us, right? Okay, let's see what's happening here. All right, I put it in. So I may say something like this. Ah, shoot. I hit enter, y'all. I shouldn't have hit enter. So, and ChatGPT is getting kind of funny lately. It's been like, hey, something seems weird about this. But anyway, it says, look, this guy provides a comprehensive overview of social media market strategies. Yeah, so I'm gonna say, yeah, but what is missing? What is missing? What so I'm gonna tell it to do a gap analysis analysis of this and share ideas on what more can be said on this topic. Okay, so that's all I did. Yeah, but what is missing? All right, so it's telling me, bam, this is a comprehensive guide. So what are you doing, man? It should be perfect, right? And you go, well, it's not perfect. I want you to help me with some stuff. So then it does this. So missing, leveraging UGC, that's user generated content, to enhance brand credibility and audience engagement. Suggestions, discuss how UGC incorporated into just how discuss how to encourage user generated content, incorporate it into marketing strategies and legalities to consider. Right? Very fair. So now what you're doing is enhancing the article by having one of the other GPTs, Harpa. This is a kind of an answer agent, basically. And then we put it into GPT. So what we're kind of doing is washing and rinsing it, so to speak, and then asking it to give me more because I want to do something on this. Right. So now if, watch this, if I wanted to do a video on this, give me an outline. All right, hit enter. So I'm saying, hey, I want to do a video now. And then it's saying, okay, cool. Here's your introduction, opening. Here's your objectives. Here's your teaser. This is the goal, everybody. You see what we did? First things first, we found out if anybody was even searching for that stuff. You'll hear me talk about this like ad nauseum, because that's the proper way we should begin building our businesses. Now, this is something that I'm now doing myself. Didn't do it before, and I saw the results of it, right? Either, nobody came to the videos or whatever it is. But now that I'm using a different kind of strategy, this right here then is just allowing me to go deeper in, to say a different thing, to say it a different way, to use a couple of the GPTs, not to just write a whole bunch of garbage out there, right? Because I mean, you could tell these articles now, right? They're always going to say unlock or, something stupid. And you go, no, person didn't write that. But if you decide that you want to do it yourself, you could literally pull out these things. For example, in this video, I'm going to show you how you could then go about starting this video. It's telling us, all right, it's telling us what's missing. And then you could literally come on and says, hey, I was reading an article about this and I saw some very big gaps that everybody should know. So here are the 5 things or here are the 7, 10 things, 11 things that were missing or that are missing from blah, 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 blah. Right now, you come on and talk about these things. For example, what's missing oftentimes is preparing for and responding to social media crisis. We don't teach people how to do that. So let's give you a checklist on what to do if something like this would happen. Social media, somebody, put up a fake video of you or something like that. So that's a crisis in your social media channels or whatever. So then you go in there and talk about that. Explore how to use keywords, hashtag, and content optimization to enhance discoverability. Okay, that's kind of normal stuff. Crisis management, missing, preparing for and responding to social media crisis, right? So now outline strategies for monitoring brand reputation. This becomes the goal part here. So if I can say, here's the reputation, here's the brand reputation that I'm trying to have here. And get this, everybody. And I want to share with you some tools that I'm using, tools that I've seen other people use, tools that I sense that might work very, very well in enhancing your brand reputation. Here it is. You're an affiliate for that tool. You get paid. right? Now, I tell you this because I say you get paid, but that's not typical. That's not, it's not typical, implied, or guaranteed for a reason. And why it's not typical, applied, or guaranteed is because some people that do this stuff make nothing, zero, no money. Why? Because they may not do it at the right time. They may not do it fast enough. They may not do it with the same kind of intensity. They may not, after they're done with it, put it in the right places. So I'm not going to promise you, I'm not going to say, yes, you will make money. I'm going to say that you could. Y'all digging it? If you give me a chance to make money, the rest becomes up to me. What I'm saying here is by using this format, remember, let's go back. We first used WikiHow to find out, is anybody even talking about that? 419 some thousand people were. Now, if I want to download the article, I'm going to pay a couple of bucks. Now, imagine this. You create an article, you become a WikiHow-like. Just saying, you become WikiHow-like. In other words, hey, would you like this article? It's 99 cents. Download it. And it's very extensive. It's how-to-y. It's got stuff in it. It goes into depth. Then you've just used the business model that WikiHow is making millions of dollars using for yourself, for your audience, for the people that come onto your stuff. They come onto your landing page, it says, here's something for you, here's something for free. And then when they come onto the free stuff, you upsell them to something that's paid. Okay, so this is after the show. Let's get into some other things. Let's talk about some other stuff that I'm doing here. And this is one that I really wanted to jump on and tell you. I didn't get a chance because I wanted to keep them to an hour. I didn't get a chance to go into the depth of how you can use other GPTs. In this particular case, this is an agent where you can use these things to then talk about extra stuff. Now, I got classes on how to use these things to maximize your time in these, but that's another story, right? I may or may not leave a link to that. Right now, I just wanted to give you the information, okay? So look at this. Does that make sense? If this is making sense, somebody put in the description field, yes, I got it, let's go. Just like that. Yes, I got it, let's go. And if you say, let's go, I will make more videos like this that show you and break down. They'll be typically after the show, because when I do the shows, what I try to do is answer questions from some of my groups, groups that I lead, or newsletter stuff, or emails I'll send out and says, hey, what's bugging you? Where's your business stuck? Where are you stuck? A lot of people don't like to admit that. So I may have to change the wording on that, right? And instead of where are you stuck, people say, I'm not stuck. I'm not admitting that. Okay, I get it. I don't want to show you publicly where I'm stuck. Okay, well, send me an email. Tell me where you're stuck. If I get people in groups, though, they'll tell me where they're stuck. They're unafraid. Get them in groups and they're talking because they know that it is a safe space, but online, they don't want to know. They don't want people to know that they might be struggling or whatever. So now with this, we then are literally going in again and just reverse engineering from how many people, let's see if I can move this real quick. How many people are viewing this stuff? In other words, how many people are putting eyeballs or trying to find out and solve a problem? Let me move this. How many people are coming on trying to solve this as a problem, right? They want to know how to promote a product. And some, expert comes on and says, well, let's show you how. And then there's some other co-authors that probably added some stuff to it, right? This is user-generated content. Could you be a user that generates content for WikiHow? You absolutely you can. I want to show you, man, I got to show you this before you go. So here's what I do sometimes. I'll show you how I then find out what's being talked about on WikiHow, right? I mean, I don't know. This is fire stuff right here. I'm kind of I don't know if I should tell you all this part because it's almost too good, right? So I'll go to, I'm going to go to Explore in this particular tool, and I'll leave some information for you. So if I go to Explore, no, competitive analysis, I'm sorry, let me go to competitive analysis. I'm going to go to organic keywords. Now this tool, I like this one way better than SEMrush because SEMrush is like $119 a month. I'm not paying that. Let me say that with a grain of salt. Yes, I will pay that, but I don't want to pay it right now. And SEMrush or what was the other one? Ahrefs is like 99 just for the beginning one. I can use this tool and just run some circles around some things. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is like, I don't know, 35 bucks a month, right? So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in, wikihow.com. I want the entire domain. I want by rank for now. And then what's going to happen is it's going to start telling me, giving me bits and pieces of information. This is the last thing I'm going to share with you. After the show, highlighting things that I use. I'll leave links to all this. Yes, I am an affiliate for this stuff. You know, if you decide you want to get some of this stuff, they pay us a small amount for people that decide they want to use it, all right? So look at this. I'm showing you literally live that I use it. So this is not me saying, hey, here's some stuff and I never use it. I don't like that stuff. All right, so here it is. Look at this. I'm going to now go and say that I want to add some filters because I want to know that the volume is high. So let's go ahead and add a couple of filters. Let's add, let's say a 1,000 and then traffic to the actual site of about 1,000. Let's go ahead and hit filter. And then let's see what turns up. Now, sometimes they got some nasty stuff in here, y'all. So I apologize if something shows up like that, right? Because people are searching for, nasty stuff, I guess. So hopefully it has all good stuff on here for you. Let's go ahead and hit the search button. So now it'll then filter things out a little bit, right? And then it shows us, okay, how to open iPhone. 5,400 people are going to WikiHow to find out. There's traffic of 1,596. This is another sneaky way how I typically will find out from a site that is, it's got free information on there. So I'll go and find out what people are searching for, at what level, and then I decide if I want to create from that. And see, I just gave you a couple of ways. Let's go, right? Take that to the bank. So what about this? Car sealing upholstery repair. I can remember personally having I think it was a Mercedes-Benz, and the top was like that felty material, whatever. And it started like dropping down. I tried all kinds of stuff, man, putting glue and all that kind of that just made it worse. But somebody's out there saying car sealing upholstery repair, and they're searching for it. 1,596 people a month just on WikiHow, but 5,400 on Google. So wait a minute, that's a lot. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's a lot. That is an opportunity for you to go in there and says, I'm going to check that out. Becoming a witch. Well, I'm not into that, but if somebody was trying to figure out how to become a witch, and you can go find some products and services that help them, or if you know somebody that does and y'all do a deal together, oh my gosh, that's just opportunity to earn a good living for yourself. Organizing lockers. Maybe you create a service or helping people organize lockers. How to search for words on a page. Now, this is something I just used it earlier, Control F. And then you type in, that saves you a ton of time. Somebody is out there searching for that. They didn't know that. But maybe in your writing and your material, you show them a step-by-step way to do just that. Harley Quinn hairstyles. If I'm a hairstylist and she's out with a new movie, you darn right I'm offering a special to get the Harley Quinn look. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap this up because I just wanted to come on after the show and give you more. I'm leaving links to all of this stuff. I'll also leave links. I'm not going to open up the academies. I probably won't leave a link to that today, but be on the lookout for it, right? Some of the membership sites that I own are very specific in what we teach and what we talk about and how deep we go. This is just a part of it. So if you're looking at this and you're going, hey, you know what, I kind of dig that stuff. It's pretty decent. And then you want to jump into some of the academies, I will list those eventually, not now, because I bring only so many, people in, and then I work with them to see how I like, working with them. And then people stop, start acting up or not showing up or whatever it is, not getting that value, then they get replaced. I bring other people in. So I'm not going to open it up yet. Be on the lookout for it though, because I do these all the time, right? So look at this, all kinds of stuff. I'm just showing you these because these are quick wins for you. You can go out there and say, wait a minute, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I can do it. Go do it. Get back to me, put some information, anything you want to put in the description field. If you go, that doesn't work, this guy's pulling the canal water, blah, whatever you say. I don't care, I'll answer it, come back to you, and then show you something that is addressing what you're asking for and or showing you this is how, right? Because now I can't convince you, or you can be convinced but not persuaded. Again, I can show you the way, what I do here. You decide if you want to do the rest. All right. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you on the next video. Take care. let's get if the, we're going to be talking about this again next week. So I've got some very specific subject matters I'd like to talk about. Then I'm going to do these after the shows probably to kind of highlight some of the things that we actually went over. And if I missed something during